Well, my name is Doug Allan and I'm a wildlife cameraman. I specialise in underwater and topside in cold, high, remote polar places. That's what I like doing. I think that there's only two things you need to do, or two things you need to remember to keep level-headed as a wildlife camera person. The first thing to remember is that you can only be in one place at one time. So you make the decision on where to go every day, what to try for, based on the best of your experience. But you are going to be wrong. You will come back to camp some days and there's polar bear footprints all round about your cabin where you've been looking all day and not seen any. 11 hours. I feel as though these things have been glued on my eyeballs. One bear, they're just much too wary of us to let us get anywhere close. Long day for not very much. But you've also got to remember that if you're not there, you'll never get it. So it's no use, if you want to film a polar bear, sitting inside your cabin looking at the weather and thinking, it's a bit iffy, I won't bother today. You've got to get out there looking. When the polar explorers used to haul their gear like this, they used to have names for their sledges. Things like Intrepid and Braveheart. I'm going to call mine you awkward, heavy object.
That iceberg is a kilometre across.
It's great. You know how we're all kids at heart and love a really good car crash? Well, that was a really, really good car crash. That's one of the biggest bits of natural destruction I've ever seen in my life. That was fantastic.
Capturing animal behaviour in this extreme and sometimes hostile place takes a very special kind of wildlife cameraman. And for me, they don't come much more special than Doug Allan.
I must be bad.
I've had the extraordinary luck of working with Doug over many years. There's just no one else who knows these frozen worlds and their unique wildlife as he does.
Every time I think, this is it, never again. Next shoot, Caribbean.
It's a job for the two most experienced divers, Doug and Andy.
There's certainly nowhere where at any point during the dive the water can all just drain under your feet.
It looks fairly benign at the moment, and I think we can kit up, get in fairly quickly, do the job, put in the sensors where necessary, and then we'll get out and everything will be fine. Famous last words. There's a lot of little things that go into making a really elegant, classy diver. And it's only elegant divers that can get close to whales. And you need to show tenacity. Tenacity is kind of patience with some teeth in it. Every minute you spend in the company of a truly wild animal is a moment to be savoured. This is my lucky polar bear. When I took it away on the first time I took it away, we had a lot of luck on that shoot, so it's come with me ever since. People often ask me, what's the best experience you've ever had? The biggest thing that I've got is hundreds of days of watching these guys. To be given the chance to just go out and look for these animals at different times of year and just see what they're doing. That's the biggest thing.
We've been listening to these beautiful, mournful calls for 15 years now, and we've been able... Oh,
I hear it, I hear it.
Oh, I'll shut the engine.
Right here, to the left, quick.
That's just,
Yeah, it's like
that's really peachy.
the biology's cool, but the beauty just blows you
It's
away.
lovely. We're just so close and they're obviously laid
It's
back.
taken us a while to find the crew, you know?
There were times I was a disbeliever, Fred, but you've come up with it. That's really lovely.
Nice.
Beautiful. We had a small camera on the end of a pole, and eventually, after a lot of persistence, we managed to find the bear, which we could go alongside with the boat and then slowly move in on it and just take that little mini camera and literally put it right between his legs